can only use my built-in camera. That's annoying.
What the hell? That's weird.
Yeah. Oh well. You're live. Here we go. Do you want me to pull one for you, baby?
No.
Oh, these are so crisp because they're so new. I think I've only used these once. Hey! I'm here. I'm excited. I just saw your comment earlier today. I'm pulling tarot cards from an animal deck today, and they're adorable. Every single card is a different animal. I love them. I tried to send you a Facebook message, and it must have went to your other inbox. Oh, okay. You can email me, and we can talk about that. Here's my email. getapsychicreading@gmail.com. How did I get that email, you ask? I don't know how that was available, but I lucked out on that one. getapsychicreading@gmail.com. That's me. Isn't that so funny? I'm going to pull one for myself first. Then you guys sort of get an idea of what these cards are like. They're so new. They're so crisp. They're like fresh out the box. Here we go. For me, today I am a Katanga lion. Katanga lion. I don't know how to say that. There's going to be so many of these that I have no idea what it actually says. Now's your moment to step up to a leadership role. Okay, don't back away from the spotlight as your plans will be successful so long as you stay focused upon the big picture. That feels so real to me right now. I'm about to get married, as some of you know. Hopefully all of you know. I'm about to get married. Here's my beautiful ring. I just had it cleaned today, and I'm so happy with how it looks. It came out so nice. Anyway, and like before I get married, and before I graduate college, because I graduate in May, there's a lot of things that I want to have lined up, like job-wise and career-wise, so that when I graduate and all my student loans are due, and then when I'm married and all that stuff is happening, like I'm good to go. So this makes sense. This makes a lot of sense for right now for me. Inspiring, dramatic, ambitious. I don't feel like I'm all those things, but I need to be. I need to be. The effort is all that matters. True. Thank you. Oh, you're from PA too? I go to Moravian College. Thank you. I'm going to go in order of who's here. And you're all early, so there's not a lot of people here yet, thankfully. I should have placed my fiance as my assistant so that I wouldn't lose track of everybody. I might lose track of the list, but I'll go down the list. What?
That's pretty good.
You'll do anything I ask for me. Is that what you just said?
That's what you always think.
That's so nice of you.
Okay, you volunteered before. Okay.
Hugh Madbro, your card is first. I know that's not your real name, but you know. You're in Shippensburg. Oh, that's not far from me at all, actually. That's so cool. He just sold his soul to you. That's what Robbie just said. Giraffe. Awakening. This is for Hugh Madbro. I love that, by the way. Giraffe. Look at things in a different way and all will make sense. Don't worry if your progress is halted temporarily. Things will soon start to move again. Awakening. This is like the Hanged Man card. This is technically the animal version of the Hanged Man card. And the Hanged Man card is just like what it says. See something from a different perspective or look at things from an outsider perspective. So the giraffe card makes sense because, you know, they're so tall and they look at things from so high. It's like a bird's eye view, a different view, an outsider's view on your current life situation so that you can assess it properly before making an irrational decision. That's why you're a giraffe today, CJ. We can have coffee in it. We really can, though. If you message me on Facebook, did you send me a friend request, too? Did you find my personal Facebook? Because that totally sounds awesome. Danny is next. Did I pull one for you last week, Danny? I remember you being here. If any of you guys want to meet me, hell yeah.
We'll be at Playlist Live next month.
We'll be at Playlist Live. Yeah, true. In Orlando, Florida. Cool. Ooh, I dropped one. That's definitely for you. What is it? Penguin! Danny, you're a penguin. A trustworthy person or relationship enters your life. You may receive wise and compassionate advice from someone who speaks directly from the heart. Warm-hearted, devoted, devotional, cuddly. Hell yeah, I'll be a penguin. And the court cards, they all have little crowns on them. The penguin's wearing a crown. I think that's adorable. A trustworthy person enters your life, Danny. And you are going to receive wise and compassionate advice from someone. I always say, listen to all advice. If you implement it, that's another story. But take in anyone's advice. Even if it's someone that you don't necessarily trust or you don't necessarily want to pay attention to their judgment, I always say listen to all advice and implement only what is really relevant to you, because you never know, someone's perspective could actually come from a really good place, but because of who it is, you're not as interested in it. You know what I'm saying? So that's my advice in general to all of you, but that was specific for Danny because I dropped that one. I'm going to shuffle up here now, so if I drop one, you guys can see it. I'm a giraffe. I'm a lion today. Some of these are so funny. You guys will see. Do you ever do readings where some of the cards are upside down? They're reverse cards. Yeah, those are called reverse cards. And it's basically the same meaning, but the opposite of. For example, we just pulled the card that was a trustworthy person enters your life. If this was reversed, it would be an untrustworthy person is going to enter your life, and you should be wary of that as you go forward. You know what I'm saying? So it's not all of the meanings are exactly flipped. Some of the meanings are askew a little bit, but I don't read reverse usually. I keep all my cards facing the same way. I feel that the message is usually still the same. And especially because when I'm doing one card pulls is what I like to call them here, I use cards, but if I'm doing a reading for you in person or a scheduled time, I usually don't use cards right away. That's more claircognizance and clairsentience than a card pull. So I don't see I don't see the need for reverse yet, but I'm sure as I get more in depth with specifically card readings, because I don't rely on them so much. A lot of people read reverse only too. There's all different sorts of things. Calista, these are really cute. Hi, Paloma. Next on our list would be Robbie. Did you all see my video today? It's about a psychic that lied. They didn't necessarily lie. I just have no idea where they got their reading from. I want to do a reading where I ask the same psychic, or I ask different psychics the same question and compare results. That would be fun. Cool, Calissa. Well, you can finish it later. It's funny. Some of the readings are good. Some of the readings are definitely not true. And there's a psychic expo coming up here. Me and Andrew always get a joint reading with a woman there, so that'll be fun. Robbie, this one flipped. Robbie, this is for you. Are you still here? But I haven't heard of this. I might have heard of the psychic that you're talking about. I might have. Robbie, you're a tabby cat. A wonderful opportunity related to work or education, such as a promotion or scholarship, is coming your way. Seize this chance to learn something exciting or start a more rewarding and uplifting career. Look at the kitty! And it has a beautiful crown. It's a princess. I love it so much. This is cute. A lot of the education cards that come up too, I always tell people it doesn't have to be the traditional education that we think of. It could be like you get a certification in something, or there's a weekend retreat where you do a workshop or something like that, like a weekly class. It doesn't have to necessarily be like, go back to college, you know? So I always include that when I pull education cards because it's so much more broad than that, you know? I always fan myself with the cards too. I don't know why I do that. If you get readings from me in person, I do that too. Like, this card means this. La, la, la. Kalissa, your card is next. Why do you not have 1 billion subs? Because I started my channel not that long ago. Yes, actually. We don't have a lot of people in here yet. Well, we have a lot of people, but not a lot in the queue. Oh, wait. We skipped someone. SP. SP is first, and then Kalissa. I had to go back and scroll through. If they're still here, are they still here? Hello? Yay! They're still here! I can't wait to have a prettier background. We just moved this furniture around today. Oh. Okay, SP. Hummingbird. You have an exciting reason to celebrate, such as an engagement, wedding, graduation, or birth announcement. Remember to cherish those you love. Spend time with people that you love and people that get you buzzing. Hummingbirds are always buzzing, buzzing, going, going. Happy, energetic. Has anybody seen wild hummingbirds? We have them where we live. I don't know are they like indigenous to only certain areas? I have no idea. But we used to keep a hummingbird feeder outside of my house, and I used to see them all the time, and they're so pretty. And they have little tongues. When they eat, they stick their little tongues out. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. But they're always, and they're always like together. There's a bunch together. At least when I would see them. I don't know if that's how they actually are. But SP, you're celebrating things. You're welcome. These are fun. Oh, I love these animal ones. These animal ones are fun. Kalissa, now it's your turn. Okay, Humad Pro. He's thinking you're a mama pig. What's a mama pig? Does anyone else know what that means? We're gonna have to wait for it to come back to explain. Is that a person? I don't know. We're gonna find out soon. Kalissa, for you we have Frog, Prince Frog. A deeply emotional experience will sweep you off your feet. Things can move very quickly during such whirlwind encounters, so stay balanced and make decisions with both your heart and your intellect. Oh, interesting. In parentheses, it says romantic. It says a deeply emotional, in parentheses, and probably romantic experience. This is cute. This is cute. These are all cute. I'm going to say that about every single one. This is also Mercury retrograde, though. So, like, if you start new projects or you start new relationships or you start new, like, friendships and stuff, they always start really intense during the retrograde. But that depends on your astrological birth chart, because if you were born in a retrograde, then retrogrades have, like, a polar opposite effect on you, which I wish. I'm reading a book about France right now. You go to France and you have the most whimsical experience of your life. That's the reading. These are like not very specific either. These are really just for fun. I could never use this deck for a full reading because they're just so, you know, they're so. Does someone have to be present for you to pull a card for them and have it be accurate, or would it work either way? It depends on the intention. That's what it truly depends on. Because if I know, like, if I wanted to pull a card for my mom or something, right, and she's not here, at least I don't think she's here, and she's not, like, here in my apartment, but as long as I had her name and her vision of herself in my mind with the intention of this being in her place, then it would work. Like, for example, people ask for romantic readings, right? And they'll usually ask about their romantic partner, but I don't know their romantic partner and I don't ever actually talk to them, but I'm able to still pull what energy and information I need to from them because the intention of the original person is to get information that will be positive for both them and their partner from the reading. So as long as that all is kind of there, then it can work. You might be going to Ireland too. That would be awesome. Retrograde, can you give some advice on how to traverse this time of turbulence? Be very careful driving. Very, very careful. A lot of car accidents and car-related problems happen during the retrograde. That's advice number 1. Drive way more defensive than like ever imaginable. Advice number 2 is don't have any serious conversations via text or over the phone. Because during a retrograde, I mean, me and Andrew have had problems where texts don't go through. So if we're having a serious conversation, it seems like one of us is arguing with the other one, or it seems like the other one's ignoring the other one because the texts don't go through or they go through blockaded or broken apart. Cell phone service doesn't work as well. And it's also like Mercury retrograde's communication. That's how a lot of car accidents happen during the retrograde, is because it's miscommunication. You have your turn signal on, but you're not actually turning, but you weren't thinking about that. So your communication with me is skewed, and then I hit you, like things like that. Talking through text or on the phone during a retrograde, you interpret each other wrong. What you're saying to each other is wrong. Somebody's feelings get hurt. Me and Andrew, I already cried yesterday because of a stupid argument between me and Andrew that wasn't even, like, when we really sat down and talked it through, it was like, why are we even there? And I was like, I don't know why I'm upset. It's retrograde. That's why I'm upset. So that's my 2 biggest pieces of advice. And the third would probably be something along the lines of don't make any major life decisions during a retrograde. Hold it off as much as you can because it makes things so foggy. At least for me. Again, it's based on your astrological birth chart too, because people that are born in a retrograde do super well in a retrograde. Super well. Froggy. Both. All the above. Steph is next. This was for Calissa. So Steph is next, and then we move on to Joshua, if you guys all want cards too. Robbie, you can have a birth chart done by an astrologer, or there's even websites that you can get a birth chart done, but I think it's better to go to a specific astrologer because they have the more they can interpret it for you. Because if you get like a digital chart made, yeah, you know what houses everything is in, all the planets are in, but you have no idea what that means. So you can get like automatically generated astrological birth chart and then have it interpreted by an astrologer. That would make sense. I'm not an astrologer. I really know very little about that world. I have my birth chart though. You know what? That's a service that people don't offer at expos. Baby, have you ever thought about that? He has headphones on. But yeah, we do a lot of like metaphysical expos, and there's a lot like in this area where we live too. But I'm thinking about, there's really not a lot of astrologers that do stuff there. That would actually be something really cool. Yeah, right. I do expos as a psychic, but that could be something that Andrew could learn how to do. We work these conventions, these metaphysical conventions together, and then I do my readings, and Andrew's like my little assistant, receptionist person. Really, Tamar? That's probably so cool. Steph, are you still here? Welcome, Joshua. We should have a birth chart night where we all generate our birth charts and compare. Me and Andrew met this really sweet couple actually at a metaphysical expo, and they were astrologists. Woo! Steph, I dropped that one. You all saw that, right? Did you all see that? It just happens when you do this long enough, right? And your energy's all like connected, right? Stuff like pop. It's like I call it jumping. Cards like jump out. You'll be like the second I say someone's name, it'll be like Steph. Boom! The card goes flying, and you're like, oh, that's definitely the one for you. There are psychics that pull like each one from the very top as they go. It would be like Tamara, Steph, Robbie, like from the top of the deck. I don't like that because I like to feel it. I like to feel the energy. I like to feel where I'm supposed to stop, feel where I'm supposed to pull from. This is a really, really important card though, because it's the card that is the actual artwork on the back. You're the queen. You're the Persian cat, the queen of all of the deck. Steph. Do not underestimate your ability to manifest your dreams. Oh my God, this is so good. You may have several priorities vying for your attention at once, but you can do them all. Look at, and it's like the kitty, and there's little babies in front of it. That's all your responsibilities. There's a lot that you have to do, right? But you can do it all. And then you can be the queen of the I don't know, queen of the universe. You're a Persian cat. Tamara, I want to see myself in virtual reality. I feel like that'd be fun. That is so crazy accurate. It always tends to be that way. Queen of the night. That one was good. That one was really good. Hey Zach. Guys, I'm pretty sure this live stream is going to be enough watch minutes for me to get past 4,000, which means I can monetize my channel after I get 1,000 subs. I don't. I'm at 535 the last time I checked. I'm close though. I'm surprised when YouTube changed the policy from 10,000 views total to 4,000 watch hours. It was like, that's not going to happen. And now here we are. It's crazy. Growing up. I know it's happening so fast. It was that Patreon video. That's what pushed me over the edge. And I was not expecting that at all. I knew it was going to do well because you're name dropping and name dropping gets you views. But I didn't think that it was going to go that well. So I was honestly shook. Up. We lost. We're losing one. Who is next on the list? She starts with a J. What is your name? I saw it here. Joshua. This was for you because you were next in line. I had a dream. You were in it. I'm afraid to ask you what that dream was about, Tamara. Thanks, Calissa. I really just made that video because I was thinking about making a Patreon for myself. And I wanted to see what other YouTubers were offering on their Patreon. My next Patreon video is going to be on Glitter Forever 17. And I dropped $50 for that. And it was not worth it. You will see. These are so new. I have to like break them in. Joshua, this one's for you. We dropped it. We lost it. And you were next in line. And I remembered your name with a J, but I forgot what your full name was. Belgian Hair. How many queen cards have we pulled? This is another queen card. There's only 4 in the deck. Did we pull? Hold on. Let's look. We pulled 2 kings. A princess. We pulled a lot of court cards. These are all court cards. King, princess, prince, queen. What is going on, you guys? We're pulling all court cards. There's only so many. There's only like 4. There's only what, 16 out of 74. We pulled almost every court card. What? Belgian Hair, the queen of thoughtfulness, caringness, creativeness, and ingeniousness. I don't think all those are real words. You will be given advice that's both practical and creative, and it should be followed precisely. Focus only upon the positive in every situation or person. Belgian Hair. That is so specific. It couldn't just be like rabbit. Belgian Hair. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Rabbits are also fast. And with thoughtfulness and direct action, you sometimes lose your speed, but something's going on that's going to be time sensitive. And I don't know how or why, because I'm not doing like a full reading in this. It's just what the card says, but that was for Joshua McCrate. I hope I'm saying your name right. Probably have no idea. I'll have to Google it to tell you. I did. Oh, I hope I'm glad that I did. I almost said I hope I did. I'm glad that I did. Who do we have next? Let me think about this. They're always accurate. They always fit. I don't know. It gives me the chills every time because it fits almost every situation. And there's some people that say like you can kind of mold it to make it fit, but there's just, I mean, if I got this card for myself, like something's time sensitive, I would be like, no, not really. You know? Oh, it's Zach. Zach, you're technically next. And then Tamer. Your sounded so good. It's going to be when you're in like another country and you're doing your whole international thing, the most beautiful thing will happen to you. I told a story about how I had a very magical moment in another country too. I think Tamer was there for that. Or Zach, or both of you. I do a lot of story times on you now. I like to use YouTube. I like to diversify myself and have different things going on in different things, you know. But I do YouTube streams to pull cards and to like engage with you guys in that regard. I use you now for way more informal things. Like we do story times, we play games, stuff like that. It's fun. And we do Rise just when we want to talk really intimately with a small group of people. Because on Rise, you can have 3 guests in your like live stream show. So we all can like talk to each other face to face. Tamer, I was thinking about doing a post show on Rise tonight. He's already excited. I didn't read your dream. Did I miss it? Did you type it to me? You have to tell me later. Zach, your card is next. You spam too much. This one. This is the one. For Zach. Ooh, white tiger. Look it. Now we have, what, a bunch of cats. A wonderful new opportunity presents itself. It may have come as a surprise, but you'll still want to leap into action and passionately pursue every possibility. Guys, there's like a major overarching theme happening right now that everybody's getting cards that are similar to each other. We've got a lot of cats. We got a lot of court cards. We got a lot of like new opportunities and endeavors cards. It's like a theme. It happens that way sometimes too. I swear they're not all like that. They're really, really not. We should compare. We should see, actually, how similar all of our cards are every time. I wonder what, that would kind of be a fun experiment. Just every time that we do a stream, just compare like how many court cards, how many major arcana, how many of each suit, and see if there really is like a theme. Because you all see me shuffle. It's not like I'm pulling an order. There's no way that I could screw this up, you know? Interesting. I didn't until you said that. You have a common name. Tamer, you can't, I know you can't comment a lot on YouTube. Beware of the spam on YouTube. Who's next? That went flying. Where'd that go? Okay, hold please. Hold please. Oh, okay. Here we go. Tamer, this is yours, isn't it? Guys, we had all these sweet, beautiful animals, right? Tamer is a cow. Tamer, you're going to be banned from YouTube. for all of your comments. The planning, no, read the message, okay? Cows are beautiful creatures. The planning, resources, and efforts you've invested in your dream will reap great rewards. Your dream is to meet me and be at my wedding. And look what's going to happen. You're coming. In the meantime, have patience and meditate on your next steps. I actually really love cows. I had a friend that lived right next to a cow farm. And every time that I would go to her house, we would, like, after school, every day, actually, just on her own, she would go to the cows and pet them and say hello to them because they would, like, sit at the fence, right? I don't know. They're smart. They had to have some sort of sense of time. But, like, when I would go over to her house after school, the cows would be, like, waiting at the fence. Like, they know. They're smart. I like them. Tamara, you can't spam on YouTube. They're very strict about the way that, like, the spam blockers. Thank you, Calissa. They were really cute. And her house was also in, like, a storefront in the middle of nowhere. Pennsylvania's like that. There's a lot of businesses in the middle of nowhere. The retrograde is over April 15th. Then we have another one from July 26th to August 19th. Then another one. Those are different, though. One is Mercury. Are we having a Venus retrograde? There are different planets. And I forget what they mean. I really, really do. But they all have some sort of significance. The last Venus retrograde we had hit me really hard in, like, very strange ways. And I was not ready for it at all. Like, the emotional just, that happened to me. Who is next? I think you would actually be next. Angela, I think you're actually legitimately next. We don't have as many people here this time. Thankfully. We had way too many people there next time. Does YouTube show swear words? I saw your swear word. Yes, actually. I think I can block that, though. I think in YouTube, I should check. And then the next time I do a stream, I'll block all of the curse words and see if it happens. Because you, like, I'm pretty sure you can pick, even in your comments, too, what words people, if people try and type them, it won't let them write it as a comment. They're all watching Survivor. Probably. And when Big Brother, the newest season of Big Brother comes on, I'm going to have to change my night that I do streams because I love Big Brother. Or we'll, like, do a live stream of Big Brother. Fun story. Fun fact. Not even really a story. I actually went to a casting call at Big Brother. So did Andrew. We went together. It was a lot of fun. I just subscribed today. Thank you. Thank you. Yay. Or I'm going to be on it. I hope so. Wouldn't that be so fun? That was, like, my whole pitch was, like, I'm a psychic. I come from a family of psychics. I live in the town of psychics. This is so cool. And would be really different and interesting for your show. Who knows if they'll actually go with that, though. We'll see. Angela, this next one's for you. These are so stiff. I have to work with these more. Oh, another princess card. How many times do we do this? This is cute. A princess. A dear princess. You can expect to kindle a new romantic relationship. There's so many romance cards too. Or close platonic friendship. You may suddenly receive an emotional message from someone or be invited to a social event. Okay. This is like the Princess Diana of cards. Very diplomatic, but also super peppy and, like, forward thinking. Do you guys see that the Psychic Twins did an interview where they, like, they were saying that Princess Diana was definitely going to be at Prince, what's his name, Harry's wedding? I want to say that's his name. I don't actually know that for sure. But they did a reading where they said that. Bye, Tamer. We'll be on Rise later. It'll be fun. Hi, Wonder and Art. I wouldn't say that I actually live in a town of psychics. A lot live in this area, yeah, but it's not like specifically for that. But my family does own a house in Lilydale. And Lilydale is actually a town of mediums and psychics in New York. Here, I'll type it for you guys. Lilydale, New York. And it's a really cool place. You have to be a registered medium with the National Spiritualism Association of Churches in America. It's like the NSAASC or something. And once you're a registered medium with them, then you can buy a house in this town. So you have to be a medium to own a house there and live there. I only stay there every so often because I do have a house there. My family has a house there because my mom is a registered medium there, and so is my grandma. But I'm not yet. I hope to be. I will be eventually, but I'm not there yet. I'm a little bit too young. They're very traditional and they hold a lot of value and they have like a very rich history there. So they're like wary of people that are younger because it's not like to them, they believe that you're supposed to harness and hold in your energy and like grow and build it until you're a little bit older, you know? So it probably will not be for me until later than now. But eventually. But yeah, it's a really, really cool place to visit. Even if you just want to go as a tourist, they have their own little hotel there. It's hotel, but it's actually like someone's house. But they have their own little museum, and they have like little gift shop, and they have a library and a post office and everything all within their little gate. It's technically gated in. There's around 40 houses there, and they're all decorated really pretty. They're like pink and purple and blue, and like they're really, really beautiful. Lisa Williams, a very famous medium, Lisa Williams owns a house there. I always see her motorcycle parked there in front of her house. I think they were going to sell their house and buy a different one. I don't remember. There was a supernatural episode on Lilydale. Really? I didn't see that. I really wonder what they would think of that. Because there's also a documentary about Lilydale, but they're very like specific about who can film what there. They're very like against that. There's two different churches though. It's a whole thing. But there's two different churches. There's one that's like the more traditional church that a lot of the board members are like big like trustees of. And then there's like the newer, more modern church where like a lot of outsider people that haven't lived in Lilydale their whole life that have like moved into the community run. So it's going to be interesting what happens there because they're not interested in psychic. They don't want you to do psychic readings there. You have to do mediumship only or healing. They're very big into Reiki, but nothing else. Like they don't want you to be a psychic there at all. It's not a thing to them. And I have so many, I would love to tell stories about that place on my channel too, because there have been so many interesting things that have happened to me while I was there. It's just the coolest place ever. The people that live there full time are so interesting too. They live such interesting lives. Their church services are so different. It's so different. Thank you, Sarah. The supernatural episode talked about crystals being beacons for ghosts and how all these psychics had beacons in this town. Oh, whoa, that's cool. They do have a crystal shop there. I don't think they believe in the crystal connection thing, though. They just believe in, like, there's a whole 10 commandments of the spiritualism religion that you guys can find. And their little 10 commandments have things to do with just the belief in, like, an afterlife and the belief that we can communicate with people in their afterlife and, like, stuff like that. But there's nothing about crystals. But they do have a crystal store there. Some of it's dramatized for the show. I am, Sarah. And now we have more people to pull cards for. Who came in next? Wonder and Art would be next. If you're interested in having a card pulled for you. They're animals today. We're all different animals. And they're fun. They're cute. Like I said before, I couldn't do a serious reading with these because it's one full message per card, basically. There's nothing to really build on, you know? But they're still really fun. And they're just really cute, too. They are. Okay, Wonder and Art. You are a lovebird. Oh. You're falling in love or experiencing a deepening of emotion in your current relationship. Marriages, or romantic partnerships in distress can still be saved. Don't give up. Oh. Oh. Cute. Finally, not a court card. And not a major arcana card, because that's what we've been getting so far. Wonder and Art, are you in a romantic relationship? You don't have to tell us if you don't want to. Once I know everybody a little bit better, these will make more sense too, to me, like as a reader too. It's like once you read for someone over and over and you get a better sense of their energy, it makes more sense to me. It'll make the same amount of sense to you, but to me, it will make more sense and we'll connect to more things. You did, Calissa? You're cute. I used to have parakeets. I had an all-white parakeet with a yellow spot on its forehead. It was perfectly white. Guys, I'm adopting cats, by the way. I'm adopting 2 black kitties. I'm going to be the psychic with black cats, of course. We can't wait to take them. I wanted more. If it were up to me, I would take them all. Because I feel bad for the rest of the kitties in the litter. They're all going to different homes, and I don't want them to be separated. Ugh. I'm not, but I'm definitely at the point of wanting to give up on certain relationships in my life. Ooh, and this is saying that they can still be saved. What? Okay, that's interesting. That doesn't mean necessarily that they're worth saving. That's a personal choice, but it's good to know that they can be resurrected. Black with orange. Ooh, that sounds really, really beautiful. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Their mom's eyes are this beautiful auburn, like orange color. So we're really hoping that's what their eyes end up looking like, because that would be so pretty. Your own army of darkness. I will. With my little black babies. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Hi, Kaylee. I love watching your videos. You're so beautiful, like your mother. Thank you, angels and spirits. Do you know my mom? You guys can find my mom. She doesn't do YouTube videos, but she does Facebook videos every so often. And she's a psychic too, and a medium too. She's a much stronger medium than I am. As far as psychic abilities go too, she's more advanced than me because she's way more experienced than me and older than me, obviously. But like, I would say that your psychic abilities, like when they're there, you know? But mediumship, you can like develop so much more to be like so much more expansive. And so like that she just gets it immediately. She'll just be like, oh, so-and-so is here. For me, it takes a little bit more. She is one of my teachers when I get out that way to Circle. Oh, cool. I haven't been to Circle in a long time. I miss it, though. I love Circle. I've gotten such good readings there, too. I recently stopped going because someone that I was very close to passed away, and I was not ready for them to come through because I knew they would. And okay, hold please for a moment. Someone that I was very close to passed away recently, and I like didn't want to go to Circle. And if you don't know what a circle is, a mediumship circle is like an enclosed space with a select amount of people, and you all do mediumship readings for each other. You pull through spirit together. And my mom hosts a circle. But when this person passed away, I stopped going to the circle because I knew they were going to come through and I just wasn't emotionally ready for it. I was like, yeah, I know you have stuff to say, but it's up to me if I want to hear it or not. And I'm not ready for that yet. It was too soon. But of course, wouldn't you know it, like 2 days after he passed, someone that I know that's a medium messaged me and was like, hey, so-and-so wanted to talk to you and they needed to tell you this. Like, can I catch a break? Why are you everywhere? But that's him. That's just like him to like slither in whatever way. In the afterlife, you do this too. I'm not here for this. But the message was good. And it's exactly what I thought that he would say too, you know, like exactly what I was envisioning. But it was just funny. So now I have to get back to Circle because I have no reason not to go because he already gave me his message. Stephanie, I agree that it's good to adopt in pairs. I used to be very connected to my cards, but since my mom passed away, I've been afraid that there might be other psychic energies interfering with the communication. Maybe. Did you and her share a deck of cards? There are some people, it's personal, because there are some people that never share a deck of cards, and there are people like my mom who lets everybody use her deck of cards and really doesn't make a difference to her. Neither are right or wrong. It's just what you feel the most connected to. Like if other people's energies would interfere with yours, then you really shouldn't share your cards. But because my mom is so used to teaching and she's so used to other people using her cards and like being in her energetic space, that doesn't make a difference to her, you know? So it's just a personal thing. You can always cleanse your cards too. You can put them out in a full moon. You can lay them in a bed of sea salt. There's all sorts of things you can do. You can sage them. You can sit them in like a ring of fire. Like there's all sorts of things you can do. There are people that clean their crystals in the freezer, like freeze them. I didn't know that was a thing. I sit my cards out in the full moon every so often because you'll see it, like you'll feel it too. It's hard to explain unless you do it yourself. But when you use the same deck of cards over and over and over and you don't clear the energy, every reading you start to do is wrong. And you like know it's wrong and you feel like it's wrong. And that's like, you have to clean them. But I think it's more an intentional thing than anything. If your intention is to get all of the pent up energy and release it from the deck, that's going to happen no matter what process you do, because it's just the intention during the process that makes it happen. Intention is like a huge word in the metaphysical community. But I leave mine, and you don't even have to put them outside as long as they're, you have a window open. You have the curtains open so the moonlight can shine directly on. I always leave them open too, like leave them open. I'll like sit them like this on the box. You can spread them out. You can put them in a spread, whatever you want to do. Yeah. If you think that will help. I blow on mine 3 times and have the intention to cleanse them. Nice. Every time that I finish a reading, I go like this. You won't be able to see specifically, but just imagine that you can see the cards in front of my lap. Your left hand, it's believed like the flow of energy is that it comes in from your left hand and leaves from your right hand. That's like the flow. So I always tap my cards after each reading with my left hand, shake the energy away, and then clap. And I don't know why, but it's like the releasing of the energy and then closing the circle. In my mind, that's what I'm doing. So I do that every time I'm done with the reading. And every time I finish these streams, I do the same thing. Before I put my cards back into the box with the lid closed, because I never close the lid without clearing them after that reading, because it makes me feel wrong. It makes me feel like it's being held in there. And I might sound like completely delusional, but with the intentions, it makes sense. And if you're like interested in this line of work, then it makes sense because you just feel it. You always feel it. We all feel it, and we all have felt it, Maybe you don't know. You're like, what are you saying? But you know. Who did we reach on our list? I'm going to go back through the chat. Oh, Sarah. We missed Sarah. Well, we didn't miss you, but you're next. And then Angels and Spirits will be after that. And then Buckle. Hello. Well, it's nice to have you here. I do private readings, yes. You can email me about them at, I'll type it to you. If anyone here would like a private reading, you can email me at getapsychicreading@gmail.com. Or there's a phone app also, I'll show it to you guys, called Purple Ocean. And this is fun. These readings are very easy. So I have to look at this as if I'm a client. There we go. On the Purple Ocean app, you have all these psychics, right? And there's like staff pick and featured people. Nope. Wrong thing. And then like you click on somebody and then you have their whole profile. and you can do you can read reviews about them, and you can read a little about me, and you can watch a video and all sorts of cool stuff, and then you can get a reading from someone. So what you do on the Purple Ocean app, which I'm on, you just have to search for my name, which is Kaylee. You type in 3 questions, or you can record a video to me. You pay $10, and then I send you back a 3-minute long video. They're cheap, they're quick. If you wanted something more in-depth, you would have to email me, and we would schedule something privately via Skype, over the phone, however you want to do it. But if you're looking for something quick, you just want to know about how your date's going to go next week or something, Purple Ocean is the way to go. If you want a mediumship reading, I would say that I do not do them through Purple Ocean, because it's not enough time, and it's cold readings, and I don't like doing cold mediumship readings. I feel like it's somewhat a waste of your time. And I know that sounds terrible to say, but a lot of people do them and enjoy them, but that's not the way that I like to mediumship readings. Anyway, I already forget what our list was. Our list was Sarah, Angels and Spirits, and then Buckle. I remembered. Hi, Burgundy. I've only ever had a reading, but I oddly feel you've never had a reading, but you feel inclined to get one from me. If you do and you're unsatisfied, I will give you a refund. And if you get a reading through Purple Ocean, if you're not feeling it, you can always get a refund from that too. Because I don't want you to feel like there's any sort of expectation, or to feel like you could potentially be wasting your time or your money. It's very, very chill. Very chill. You get what you want out of it. If you don't get what you want out of it, no harm, no foul. Sarah has gotten readings on Purple Ocean. I love the app. And they do sales too. They do sales often. They just had one for St. Patrick's Day. They had one at the beginning of Mercury retrograde. They'll probably do one for Easter. And then you're getting a 3-minute reading for $5. That's incredibly cheap. Anyway, we've got 5 minutes left, so I'm gonna finish off our list. Sarah's next in our list. Sarah, what animal are you today? A collie dog. Your current path is not leading you towards the happiest possible outcome. We have to talk about this. So why not change it? Always maintain integrity and compassion, but be alert to the hidden agendas of others. Sarah. This is the 5 of Pentacles. I need to have my traditional Rider-Waite deck here so I can show you. This is the equivalent of the 5 of Pentacles in this deck. And the 5 of Pentacles is the poor beggars outside of the church people, and they're con artists basically. That's the point of the card. And this is literally a conflict of 2 different people that have different intentions and don't know how to come together. And we need to talk about this, because I know exactly what this is referring to, and we need to do a more in-depth reading on this before we make any major decision. I should have offered that when we first talked about it, because why wouldn't we do a reading? I do a reading for everything. I picked my wedding dress because of a tarot card reading. I'm not even kidding you. I went with the dress that the cards told me to go with. It is Robbie. That's her last name. Who was next on the list after that? It was Sarah. It was someone before Buckle. Angels and Spirits. Angels and Spirits is next. I already have your card. And then it was Buckle. And then it would be Burgundy. Yes, Sarah. We know each other here. Angels and Spirits, I started to drop this card, so this is your card. The Justice card. Your animal is an elephant. Fair decisions will be made after all the evidence is reviewed impartially. Have compassion for others and try to see all sides of a disagreement. Wise, elegant, beautiful. Elephant. That's actually a really good animal for the Justice card, I think. And there's a little bird. And there's a little bird on the scales. Can you see it? It's so little. And my hands are shaking. Sorry. You're welcome. Buckle, it is your turn. I've had readings from a psychic before, but she's my aunt's best friend, so she already knows so much about me. That's hard. That is hard. It's harder to do readings for people that are very close to you. Honestly, it is. Because it's hard to differentiate, like, am I getting this because I logically think this is the best option, or am I only thinking this because I know this person and I like know them logically? You know, it's hard to tell. Bucko, fingers crossed. They're always good. Even if they're like bad, they're still good because at least you're getting the knowledge to like change what's bad, you know? So they're always good. You're a dolphin. Bucko Wish is a dolphin. Prince Dolphin. This one's not wearing a crown. This is the only court card that I've seen that the animal's not wearing a crown. What a ripoff. An opportunity arises that needs your attention right away. Moving quickly is important. Yet there's nothing you can't handle if you follow your inner guidance. Dolphins are really intuitive. They're known as being intuitive animals. And that's why people always see and people always feel really strong connections with dolphins. Follow the dolphin. Yes, follow the dolphin. Can you do a reading for unborn babies? I'm 30 weeks pregnant and curious if you can do a card for my little Logan. Sure. Let's pull a card for baby Logan and see. You're welcome. And then we need to get to Burgundy. Then we move on to who is next? Amari, I think, and that's it. This is for the baby. Here we go. Swan. Oh. Ooh. This is probably your connection to the baby. Listen to this. This is a time of deep emotions and heightened intuition that you can trust completely. Be mindful you don't ignore your own needs while caring for others. Whoa. That's definitely your connection to your baby, 100%. And I've never been pregnant before, but do you feel that as a pregnant person? My mom told me that specifically when she was pregnant with me, my brothers are totally also psychics, 100%. But my mom told me when she was pregnant with me, it was like her readings were like so much stronger than she was used to them being. And she did a lot. Like she worked a lot when she was pregnant with me. She's like, I've never felt so connected. And I wonder if that's what it feels like. I've never been pregnant. I don't know. But I can't wait to be pregnant. I want to be pregnant. Soon I will be pregnant. Not too soon, but soon. I would say within the first year of being married, I'll be pregnant. So I get married in 3 months. So very soon I'll be pregnant. That's what I'm hoping for. You're welcome. That was really cute. That was really cute. I like that. I like doing readings like that too. Who came in after that? That we needed to. Burgundy. Is Burgundy still here? We have Burgundy, and then we have Amari. And that's all that we had time to get to. But no one new came in. So that's good. Andrew and Kaylee Juniors. I know. They would not be named Andrew or Kaylee, though. I want them to have completely new names that are their own. Thank you. I mean, I have nothing against juniors or the thirds or whatever. My older brother just had a junior. But I don't think I would have a junior. Andrew Jr. I can't. It doesn't sound right to me. It just doesn't sound like me talking to Andrew and then me holding my pregnant belly like this is also Andrew. I can't. I cannot put myself into that mental space. Andrew would have made it though, so I guess it would technically be part of Andrew. I'm looking at him. He's sitting across the room, but he has headphones on, so he can't hear us talking. Amari, are you still here? Who else did I say? There were 2 more people. He can't hear you. I want to do a post show. I want to do an after show on Rise, and he'll come. He hasn't been on Rise yet. He doesn't even have the app on his phone. Does not even have the app on his phone. I don't know why that took me a moment to say. Amari, here we go. There was one other person, or wasn't there? No. I don't know. Now I don't know. Amari, this one's for you. Oh, the Fool card, the Dreamer card. You are a shepherd puppy. You are starting a new adventure. Run free and take a leap of faith like a little puppy. A curious shepherd puppy. Everybody sees the Fool as a bad card, but the Fool is a good card. The Fool just means that you're like living your life with reckless abandon, basically, and you're very pure. And there's like a lot of symbols in this card that represent purity. Like there's butterflies, there are white roses, and there's an angel in the background. In the traditional Rider-Waite, there's a bunch of symbols that represent like purity, cleanliness, completely like clear, fresh, pure, new. Exciting and good. You're welcome. Mila, the narwhal, just came in. So I'll pull one for you too. You just got back. Don't leave. I'm trying to leave. I'll pull you your card on Rise if you leave. Leave it to Melania to be like, oh yeah, I'm here. And then I'm like, yeah, I'll pull you a card, and then she leaves. Girl. She cracks me up. I know this is random, but I feel I have to say this. You look like Kristen Stewart. Something about you does. She's my favorite. Oh, thank you. Ooh. I'll be special. Remove into Rise. I'm not going to pull cards on Rise. I just want to sit and talk to everybody on Rise, because on Rise we can actually accept guests. So Rise is a little bit different. If you guys don't have Rise, it is an iOS app. It looks like this. The R app. I have all my streaming apps together. And this is what the Rise platform looks like. It loads. Is it going to load? Here we go. Coins for today. Cool. Okay. Here's the Rise platform, and you click on each person, then you're like in their room. But we can guest with up to 3 people, so that means that I can actually actively talk to everyone. So anyway, again, before I go, if you want a reading with me, you can email me at getapsychicreading@gmail.com. That is getapsychicreading@gmail.com. If you want a short and quick and easy reading that's also cheaper than like my longer Skype rates, you can get a reading from me on the phone app Purple Ocean. You can also get Purple Ocean on a tablet, but it is connected to the Google Play Store or the Android Play Store. So readings there are only $10, so they're very cheap. And our post show is happening on Rise. Rise is also another app on your phone. And that way you guys can actually guest with me and we can talk face to face. That's why Rise is fun. So anyway, that's where we're going next. I think that's all I have to say. I'm going to pull Mila a card in Rise. And everyone else, thank you so much for being here. If you haven't seen my newest video, it's about other psychics that have given me a reading and seeing how accurate those were. And let me just tell you, like, You're welcome for the cards, everyone. And I hope to see you all on Rise. Bye.